Hey everybody, it's Brooks Gaming with my new series. I have decided with the other series how hard it was with all the crops that kept dying, and I was making too much money on jobs. And I was looking through it and I found, I did say there's a map that I like that I played from 2022. This is the map. Hold on. This is the map that I was telling you guys about. Hey! Don't start because I'm recording. But this is the map that I was talking about. It's all open. I can buy land, and I don't have to worry about uh, other pieces of land that goes bad. So what I have decided, this land cost me like 200K. I went and I made sure Zeus was here. You guys loved Zeus when I was streaming, so I made sure I had Zeus. There he is, being a good boy. Got to make sure he had food. Let's see if he gets food. Yeah, he got food. This is my little starter house. It's something right now. This land, for some reason, is off-centered so bad. But Grandpa sold me this piece of land, and he gave me the equipment. He sold me his equipment that he had that went to this land. So some of the equipment looks like the equipment that I was running last time, because it is, because I bought everything with the little loan that Grandpa gave me. I put a shed up. I had like a whole bunch of sheds, but this ground is, if you can see, went up. So I just put one because right now I don't need that much stuff. This is what I got. This is what I'm going to start with. I'm going to do corn, and I bought 3 of these, and I think one's backwards. Nope. I bought 3 of these, but I'm not doing lettuce. Not season 1. Season 1 is not going to be lettuce. A lot of you guys on the Twitch said try do strawberries. It doesn't give me a whole bunch of money, but how I want to do it, I don't want to make so much money so quick, and then there's nothing for me to do. So, strawberries, it is. Probably season 2. No, it's because I don't have no income. Yes, it's going to be strawberries. Because if I go look at, hold on, let me go check. Strawberries is like, I think like 2,000 less. Because I was making, with just 2 of them, almost $250,000. So I thought that was not really a fair thing. So I think strawberries is like 1,000. Yeah, 1,500. 1,500 compared to lettuce. So it's a $2,000 loss each pound. But I got 3 of these, so it should equal out. I went and bought me this little truck so I could drive around, because this piece of land is farther compared to the other piece of land. And it's fast. I don't like... The tractor is just going to be used for doing what it has to do. And I decided to do corn just to make sure I have income. Because this is based off of Iowa, so Iowa is known for corn. So this is what it's going to be. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Seasonal growth off. The only time I shut seasonal growth off is in the wintertime. From December to February, there is no seasonal growth. It will be seasonal growth because there's nothing for me to do. But this is my little house. It's not straight. This land is not straight, but let's get it. I don't know if I can actually set my worker to be, yeah, there's no land to be found, so this is all me. And this is the edge of my map, so I'm going to do the outline first. I'm not going to get it all the way to the edge. Let's see if it's actually plowing it. Yes, it is. But this is how I think it'd be a good thing, because corn is not that. Corn is going to be a good profit for me at the beginning. And like I said, there's no jobs, so I literally have to get something that grows fast. This is going a little bit too far away. But I think this will be the best way to do it in this game, because the other one, I was making too much money, too quick. I should have made over $1 million in equipment. Then I had another 150 just sitting there. And the land on that one is so small. Like this, every piece of land is like 900 acres. Or 9 acres, compared if it was a 0.4, 0.5 for the same price. I bought the same piece of land. All 4 of those pieces of land that I bought from the other one cost less than this, and this has 5 times more. It just means it's going to take me a while to do everything, but I think this will be a better series than the other one, because the other one, it got boring after a while just doing the same jobs and all that. Now I don't have to worry about wheat or any of that stuff. And what I could do, whatever the line that I don't get, I could put grass down. But I do have a line around my house, so then it's not like boom, my field's right in front of my it's all around my house. No, I made a little square for my house. This is gonna take a while, but I think it's gonna be more interesting because I'm not just doing one thing the whole time. Contract after contract after contract after contract. Like I was making $40,000 a day almost on good contracts. All right, so that's perfect. Stick to the line. But I'm not allowed to buy anything new, and I'm not going to be able to lease anything because there's nothing for me to lease for. And I'm a negative $500,000 in the hole. And I think that's probably the best thing to do to make this game more interesting. Just to make, because it was boring after a while just doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over. Like I was doing another for just Twitch, and a lot of people said after like day 50 or something like that, once you actually start getting your harvester and stuff like that, there's no, all you're doing is jobs. I want to make this feel like a real farm simulator. I want to make this feel like it's real life. So the best way for me to do that is I buy one piece of land, make my money, and then after that I gotta go most of the season do nothing. So I'm going to get this a little bit closer to the edge just to make sure I have all my land. I say right there. Lift up. See, that's perfect. That's right on the line. And everything else is already, oh well, I got way off the line right there. But I think this is going to be a little bit more difficult because I can't just, lease this, lease that, buy this, buy that. I think this will make it where it makes it more realistic. Not a lot of people, they try to make it, start $1 million, da da da, but you're doing contracts. It's really not when you're not really doing anything anyways, because contracts you get guaranteed. If you get a what you call it, a harvester, the game is done. Right there. Boom. That's perfect. But I think this will be more interesting for me to do. And it's probably gonna be more interesting for you guys to watch, because I think that'll be kind of boring just watching me do the same thing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then run into where pieces of land are dead. I can't do nothing. Got bored. Like that's what happened in my last series. I got to the point where half the map was dead because I didn't own it, so I couldn't do certain things to keep it from dying. And I can't put no mods really because I'm on PlayStation. Unlike PC, they can have it where you can actually just go on. Oh, something's dying. What was it? Lumberjack mod. I can't have lumberjack mod. I can't have like certain mods. I can add things on like equipment, but anything else, no. So you really want to see me pausing it or stuff like that? Every month I'll look to see if anything comes up nice or a reasonable price, because I do have to buy a gas tank too. I have to figure out where I'm going to put that at. See how I got out way off right there? I was about to say, why is it not like it's doing anything? Alright, right here, I'll have to dig in over here. Get it as close as I can get to the edge. Because I made it more difficult on me and more interesting for you guys to watch. I wish I could actually zoom out and see how wide. Alright, so this is the perfect length right here. And then on top of that, I want to see how it acts with the dog. So all the like spots that I missed, I'm just gonna put grass down. But what I might do is do two circles around, then go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, probably three. And right now, I'm never going to touch the time. So plus, I think the time should be +7 because that's realistic. Let's see, no, +6. And by 9 o'clock, I wish I could change the time to American time, not Army time, so then I know exactly what time it is. So yeah, that's perfectly right on the line. There'll be a lot of, hopefully it's going to be a lot of good things, because what I'm going to do is have one lot for corn, make a lot of money off corn, and then buy another, just keep making the lots bigger. But the first season, I think I'm going to, actually that's all I can do is corn right now anyways. I was going to say I could do wheat and stuff like that, but all I can do is corn and sunflower right now. And mostly all the equipment that I bought was half off. So I think the only thing I bought that was not half off was the trailer. No, because I know the water thing was half off. Because I assumed, because I started in January, so I assumed the whole year so I could actually get the stuff that I want. Mostly everything is brand new. The only thing that's brand new is the tractor. That's the only thing that's brand new. Because I guess even if I would have, because I looked at it, because it did pop up at the first, it would have cost the same besides buying a brand new one. It was already beat up, stuff like that. I was like, nah. But most of everything is, some of it is brand new and some of it is used. But, oh wow. Well, I might get so far over. I do like this thing, but it only has 6 inches of width, so it takes way longer. And then it's weird. You would think the other side is more out. Hold on, can I change that? We're gonna go back and forth now. I'm not gonna keep going around it. Back and forth for a little bit. But I think this side, yeah, this side's not that wide. So this side I have to keep right next to the line. The other side I don't. like this because then I know where my... Because it was harder for me to figure out where my line was. Hold on, let's see if I'm actually hitting everything. Just go up. Alright, this is almost done anyways. Because I was gonna do it like with the regular grass, but this is easier and it knocked off some of the money. And I might, if a plow ever comes up for sale, I might buy it when I go use other ones. This thing does work, but actually not, because this actually kills two birds with one stone. I gotta plow it, then I gotta cultivate it, then, oh, did I buy it? Yeah, I did buy a roller. I think this side's and I wish it would show up on the map where you already cultivated, so then you know how much you got done. Hold on. Now can I set an AI driver? No. If I had a plow, I might have been able to do it that way. Because I know for a fact it's going to cost me a lot of money to do this. This field is a big field, so I don't think I have to worry about seeding that much. Seeding and fertilizer is not that expensive. It's going to be, what's going to kill me is the lime. Because the small ones took a whole bunch of lime. And I think because it's not a real plow, if the plow would actually show that it's cutting the grass and all that, I have to actually grab the machine and actually do it that way. But let's turn on some music. Let's go for a ride, guys. I'll be quiet. Let you guys watch the next 30 minutes of me cultivating. Wait. AI worker. Don't tell no AI worker. One thing I don't like so far is that I cannot change the radio station. I wonder if I drop this. Oh, I guess not. Alright, we're almost done with this episode. I'm not decided if I want you guys to sit through the whole thing or yeah, I am. I'm just gonna mess with my little settings so then I have music playing. You won't hear the engine playing. So when I do not talk, when I do talk, I can shut the radio off. when I don't talk, I can turn it back on. So I don't think I'm going to get copyright because a lot of these songs the YouTubers use themselves. But thank you for watching episode 1 of Iowa Saga. I'll let you guys watch the last 5 minutes of it, and I'll catch you guys on episode 2. Well, shout out to you guys for watching episode 1. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate you guys. We're gonna have a lot. This series is gonna be really fun. I can't wait, and hopefully this series blows up, and we do a lot of fun things. Because I might do a couple more. I might look at the maps too. Because if they got maps like this, I might jump on a couple more of these maps. But shout out to you guys.